Good morning. You're welcome to another edition of Import Export Platform Facebook Live from 3Team Pest Trade Academy. We'll continue from where we stopped yesterday. Remember, we are still discussing starting and managing export business. Sorry, I'm in the car. Try to just get this sorted out this morning while doing other things. We're discussing starting and managing export business, and we're looking at marketing channel, export marketing channel. So we've gone through Chamber of Commerce, we've gone through export broker and agent, we've gone through online trade portal, international trade shows, friends and relatives abroad. These are different options available for you to be able to get buyer as an intending exporter. What then is important after all this is the very important and critical question that you really now need to answer. And that question has to do with the fact that how do you then cross the Odu? You know, those channels allow you to reach an intending buyer. After having access to that intending buyer, how then do you cross the Odu of being able to eventually get the order signed? It's not, you know, sometimes people send me a mail and say, I need contact. They talk as if getting the contact automatically give you the contract. Getting the contact does not give you the contract. Getting the contact of a buyer does not automatically give you a sales contract to buy. Getting the contact of the buyer does not automatically give you a sales contract. Getting the contact is one thing. Getting a sales contract is another thing. Getting the contact is one thing. Getting a sales contract is another thing. So what we need to work on is to ensure that at the end of the day, you do not just get the contact, you also get the sales contract. Between getting contact and getting the sales contract is a hurdle that have to be crossed. Between getting a buyer's contact or getting a buyer's contract, there are hurdles to be crossed. So what I will discussing this morning is how do you cross the hurdle between getting the buyer's contact detail, reaching the buyer, and getting the buyer's contract, sales contract, purchase order signed by the buyer that he wants to buy from you. There are 5 hurdles you need to cross. In my opinion, there are 5 hurdles you need to cross. You need to demonstrate to this buyer how serious you are. And the buyer needs to know that indeed you are really, really very serious. You are really, really very serious. So how do you then demonstrate to the buyer that you are serious? In demonstrating to the buyer that you are serious, you need to show the buyer, number 1, credibility. In demonstrating to the buyer that he should deal with you, you need to show the buyer your companion. In demonstrating to the buyer that you are serious and you will deliver, you need to show the buyer your character. And finally, before the final one rather, you need to also show the buyer that you are serious through your competence. And lastly, cash. Now, I call these the 5 C's that must be crossed to be able to get a buyer to buy product from you. You want to get the buyer from abroad? There are hurdles to be crossed. In getting buyer from abroad, there are hurdles to be crossed. The challenge is that many do not understand how that, number 1, there is an hurdle. Many don't understand there is an hurdle. Number 2, many don't understand how to cross those hurdles. That you are black, that you are Africa, and you want to sell to the West or Far East, they are having concerns about you. You need to show them you have all it takes, both in cash and in kind, that you will be able to deliver on what you have promised. So don't just think that getting a contact seal the deal for you. That's a wrong thinking of many. And you know what? It has actually led to frustration of many. It's the wrong thinking of many, and it has led to frustration of many. I said that because many people have been disappointed, grossly disappointed, because they have the buyer's contact and they just believe. Because now I have the phone number, I have the email, I have the other detail to read the buyer. If I send him a mail, if I give him a call, if I send him a WhatsApp message, he will respond to me. Sorry, it does not work that way. Sorry, it does not work that way. Does not mean he will respond to you. That does not mean he will respond to you. Why? It doesn't mean he will respond to you because there are odds in the mind of the buyer that is making him to doubt that you will be able to deliver on every front. So let's go through this order number I want. The first one is the order of credibility. What's credibility? Credibility is the consistency of result. I demonstrate my credibility when I show my result. I demonstrate my credibility when I show my result. Inability to show my result means I am not credible. Inability to show my result means I'm not dependable. But if I'm able to show my result, I'm showing that I am credible. 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 Credibility is consistency of result. So, have you done it before? What you are trying to get the buyer to do, have you done it before? Show evidence you have done it before. That evidence of doing it before demonstrate to the intending buyer your credibility. You know, in our environment today, when people want to do a business, they look only on cash as the only thing hindering them from achieving their dream. And I try to say that, look, in my opinion, I'm not sure what you need is cash. I think what you need is money. Other type of money, because money is other type of money, because cash is a type of money. 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 That means there are other types of money. As a matter of fact, cash is the only tangible type of money. All other type of money are intangible. Cash is the only tangible type of money. All other type of money are pretty much intangible. And there is a law that says that the more the intangible money you possess in life, the higher the tangible money you attract. Being rich or being poor does not have anything to do with cash. It has everything to do with money, but not cash. Being poor does not mean absence of cash. It means absence of money. Absence of money, the intangible money. Being rich is not because of cash, it's because of money, other type of money. In whatever you do in life, if you are going to be able to make that desired progress that you want, your definition of the words we use, your definition of the business, of the goal, of the vision, of the mission, of whatever it is you want, the way you define it is so critical. When you define it as something unattainable, it will remain unattainable. If you define it as something attainable, it will be attainable. Friends, money is not necessarily cash. Cash is just a type of money. So when you are desirous to get buyer abroad, you need to show them you have money. When you are desirous to get a contract, desirous to do a particular business, always remember the people you are dealing with, you need to show them you have money. Money in this case is not necessarily cash. Money in this case is necessarily value. Intangible money. The first level of money is credibility. Your result. Show your result. Show your result. Your result will speak for you. Your result will speak for you. So for example, if I want to export an item and I'm able to show the item, this is the only thing I can lay my hand up here. So I'm trying to export this and I'm able to send a sample of this to the buyer. I'm able to send a sample of this to the buyer, either via phone or physically, or via email, or via picture. But this alone has shown my credibility. Does not mean that the business will be successful if I don't put other principles into place. But having this principle at the back of my mind liberate me from the stress of looking for cash when I should be looking for money. Credibility. Number 2, companion. Companion. Relationship. Companion. Relationship. Companion. Relationship. Companion. Relationship. Who are those working with you on this project? You need to demonstrate to the buyer that if I become sick, if I'm not feeling fine, if I'm not at work, if I'm not in the office, if I'm not in the factory, someone else will handle this transaction. Someone else is capable of handling this transaction. As a matter of fact, you're not going to have to deal with me every now and then, because I have people working with me who can work and deal, and you don't have to worry about our capacity to be able to deliver on our promises. Our capacity to be able to deliver on our promises. You know, one of the major challenges many people have had is that everything is done by them and them alone. You don't want to live that way. Why? 2 are better than 1. Working with a team becomes extremely important, crucial for you. TEAM. Together, everyone achieve more. TEAM. Together, everyone achieve more. Building a team becomes extremely critical to the success of this business. So, show the buyer you have a team you are working with. A number of buyers don't have issue doing business with Nigeria. They have issue with just one thing: inconsistency. They don't have issue with payment. They don't have issue with a lot of things. But they have issue with just one thing: inconsistency. What leads to inconsistency? Lack of companion. Running one-man show. Running one-man show. Running one-man show. If anything happened to you, there might not be shipment. The buyer is concerned that when a buyer give you a contract, if it's a manufacturing company, sometimes he will have put it in his production schedule, maybe for the next 3 months. So he knows that, okay, if he give you later date of shipment of June, if you ship by the end of June, it will arrive in 2 months. That is July, August. So he knows that in September he will be able. September he will be able to get that goods and use it to produce what he wants to produce. But you know what? If you fail, you have scattered his plans. If you fail, you have scattered his plan. If you fail, you have scattered his plan. He's not going to take that lightly. He's not going to take that lightly. You know why? In this part of the world, there's something we don't take seriously. We don't plan. Planning is a big challenge in Africa. We can't even plan 1 year for our budget. Talk less of 2, 3, 4 years. So it's not just in government, it's in the people. We find it very difficult to plan. And that is a major challenge. If you plan very well, you will always want to have backup and have a team working with you. Friends, ally, people to get the job done and relieve you of stress of having wanted to do it alone. The challenge is this. This particular companion gives the buyer comfort. Make him to say, okay, I think I can give you this job. I can give you this contract. You can supply, you can do the shipment. Why? Because you have relationship. Relationship. The next one is character. 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 Character shows that you stand by your word to ship as at when due. How do you demonstrate character to the buyer? Number one, remember, have you done this before? If you have done the shipment before, that would be great. If you have not done it before, the essence of having a partner is to show that your partner has done it before. The two of you cannot be rookies. If you are hiring a partner, a staff, whoever it is, it must be someone that is knowledgeable. Knowledgeable enough to be able to help you. Knowledgeable enough to be able to help you show the credibility you need and the competence and character. So that partner, because he has shipped before, was he able to ship on time and in time? Was he able to ship on time and in time? Was he able to ship on time and in time? That is so important. If your word is your bound, such that when you tell the buyer, I'm going to ship, the buyer can go to sleep because you know you are going to ship. Demonstrate that in your document. So if you say you are going to ship at when due, the last shipment that was done, the contract says shipment must be done on or before 30th of March 2018. And the bill of lading you have shows that you ship 25th of March 2018. You know what you have done? You have under-promised and you have over-delivered. Under-promised, over-delivered. Under-promised, over-delivered. That's very important. That you promise you are going to be able to ship and you ship on time, you are giving the right perspective about your character and the person to the buyer. If you are able to demonstrate this, you increase your chance of getting buyer. If you are able to demonstrate this, you increase your chance of getting buyer. The next one is competence. Are you able to ship the right quality? The report of your previous shipment also show if you are able to ship the right quality. This is basically saying that when I'm sending a mail to the buyer for the first time, and I will talk about that in the next session, that's in the evening, I must put all this into perspective. The buyer should not be left guessing. The buyer should be able to know indeed I am credible. The buyer should be able to know that I have a relationship, I have a team working with me. The buyer should be able to know that I have character. The buyer should be able to know that I'm competent. Competence. I have done it over and over and over again. Competence. 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 Competence is a big challenge. Whereas character help you to ship as at when due and do what is right, competence helps us to ensure that the quality you say you are producing, you know what it takes to get that quality. If you don't know what it takes to get the quality, that becomes a major challenge for the buyer. Being able to get the right quality is so critical, is so important. But you must demonstrate it. So in your mail to the buyer or intending buyer, demonstrate your competence by showing the quality of the good you have shipped in the past and evidence of that quality. By sending your sample to the buyer, you might be able to also demonstrate your competence. Competence in terms of the quality of the goods. Competence in terms of the quality of the goods. Competence in terms of the quality of the goods. Competence in terms of the quality of the goods. Competence in terms of the quality of the goods. Competence of being able to do exactly what the buyer expects from you. The last is cash. Remember, out of all this, the first four I talked about, credibility, companion, character, competence, are intangible. The only tangible one is cash. The only tangible one is cash. Sometimes you also want to show the buyer that you have what it takes in terms of finance to do the transaction. You also want to show the buyer that you have what it takes. When a buyer did not respond to your mail, he might be having an issue with your credibility. He might be having an issue with your companion. He might be having an issue with your character. He might be having an issue with your competence. He might have an issue with your cash. Not mean. As I round off, I would like to say that don't be quick to get contact of buyer. Be quick to know and understand how to cross the hurdle from contact to contract. I'll repeat that again. Don't be quick to get contacts of buyer. Be quick to learn everything you need to learn in order to be able to cross the hurdle of moving from contact of buyer to securing a contract from the buyer. Moving from getting a contact of the buyer to securing a contract from the buyer. Thank you very much. My name is Dela Yimba. This is Import Export Platform, Facebook Live from 3D Purchase Academy. We come to you every week, Monday to Friday, 8 a.m. and 6 p.m. I'll be back in the evening to discuss more on the export market entry strategy, and I'll be looking at export marketing channels. And I'll be focusing on email, how to write email, and what should be the content of your email. How to write the email, and what to be the content of your email. Remember, you can help us share this video to your friends. We have it on our YouTube channel on Facebook. Share with them. Click the like button. Drop your comment. And more importantly, click the notification bell. Thank you very much and have a good week ahead. Bye for now.